Welcome back to NBC News Daily. We are on with our top story of the day. The Justice Department has released over 3 million more pages to files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
It comes over a month after the deadline was set by Congress requiring the files to be made public. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said today the release includes more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. And joining us now, NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris and NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Melanie Zanona with us as well. Mel, I know our team is still going through all these documents. To be clear, it's the DOJ who says there's 3 million plus of them. There was a file that was posted and then removed. What do we know about that?
Yeah, that's right. The DOJ did post a spreadsheet that included a summary of complaints that were made to the FBI's National Threat Operations Center. It did include several references to both Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, but there was no indication that those tips were verified. The complaints were also made over an unspecified time frame. So NBC News has reached out to the Department of Justice to ask why this file was removed and why it was compiled in the first place. We have not received a response yet. But as you mentioned, NBC is still working through all of these documents. We're trying to determine what is new, what is not new, what is credible. We're being very careful and deliberate here. And you know who else is going through these documents? Members of Congress as well, particularly Democrats, because as you may recall, the reason these files are being released in the first place is because Congress passed a bipartisan law that mandated the release of all the files by December 19th. That was over a month ago. The DOJ only released a very small tranche. Now today, releasing over 3 million documents and saying they are in compliance with the law.
And Melanie, at this point, have we heard anything from members of Congress?
We have gotten some reaction, particularly from Democrats. We did hear from Chuck Schumer, the Senate minority leader. He says he still has a number of questions for the DOJ. He wants to know whether there are some specific files that they had been looking out for. So he, too, sorting through these documents. And then we also heard from Robert Garcia. He is the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee. That's really where all this action has taken place on Epstein. But he is accusing Pam Bondi of not being in compliance with the law. Of course, the question is, what can Congress do about it, if anything? Some Democrats have called to hold Pam Bondi in contempt of Congress. That's not happening. But who they are holding in contempt of Congress are the Clintons for failing to appear for a deposition earlier this month. That already passed out of committee, and it's going to hit the full House floor next week.
Misty, can I ask you about sort of how they decided what to release here? Because some documents, they have said, are being withheld because of ongoing investigations or because of victims that, you know, they can't name at this point. Is that all standard procedure?
So the Transparency Act, specific to the Epstein files, had some exceptions that were carved out, and some of them are very standard. You know, in any case, especially when you're talking about sexual abuse, there's a lot of protections for the victims. If there's any issues relating to minors, all of that would be shielded from public view. And some of those other exceptions include current investigations or things that may impact investigations, and also national security concerns. So that's unique. That's not something you would usually see. Of course, Todd Blanche saying today that nothing's being held back under that particular exception, but it was something people were opining could be sort of a catch-all to shield politicians because of the impact that could have on their persona in the public stage.
Right. And Misty, to the point of others, could others named in some of these documents, these files, have legal issues moving forward?
So for me, I'm looking for very specific things. And a lot of that is what we call 302 documents. That's interviews that were conducted by investigators, the FBI, relating to witnesses or potential victims. Will they name any more individuals? When you're talking about sex trafficking or any crimes involving children, there's no statute of limitations issues that would be at play with those. So there's the potential that if there's a co-conspirator, they could be in some legal trouble.
Although didn't Blanche say today we would have gone after those people if we knew that there was wrongdoing?
It's always been confusing to me because in July in the summer they came out and said there's no other wrongdoing, and then we're still parsing through these documents.
All right. Well, Mel Zanona, thank you, and Misty, stay with us.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.